A mystery has been waiting to be solved for a long time in the heart of the old world. Long thought to have been lost in the sands of time, a temple has been the focus of legends, myths, and stories for many years. Historians and archaeologists have been trying to find the Temple of Melchizedek for a long time. This old building is talked about in many books and stories, but no one knows exactly where it is. Even though many people tried to find the temple, it stays hidden. At the time, the Temple of Melchizedek was thought to be one of the most important religious buildings. It was said to be where the ancient order of Melchizedek worshipped. This group was thought to hold the key to understanding the mysteries of the universe. But today, a group of archaeologists has found something new. They finally found the long-lost Temple of Melchizedek, and with it, the ancient order's secrets. Hello, and welcome to our channel Unknown Facts. Join us as we explore the temple and learn about the mysterious order of Melchizedek. The Temple of Melchizedek has finally been found, and its secrets are waiting to be uncovered. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on the amazing mysteries. Chapter 1: The Discovery. Scholars and archaeologists have had a lot to say and think about the Temple of Melchizedek, which is a religious building. Even though its history is unclear and there isn't much proof, the temple is thought to have been important in the ancient world and has fascinated people for generations. The Temple of Melchizedek was first mentioned in the Dead Sea Scrolls, which are a collection of Jewish texts from the 2nd century BCE. According to these texts, the temple was a holy place where the ancient Canaanite god Melchizedek, who was thought to be a priest-king, was worshipped. A group of Bedouin shepherds found the Dead Sea Scrolls by accident in 1947. They were in a cave near the Dead Sea. This discovery made people think about the Temple of Melchizedek again, and many archaeologists and scholars started looking for proof that it existed. In the 1980s, the area near the Dead Sea where the Dead Sea Scrolls were found was the site of an archaeological dig. During the digging, several objects that were thought to be from the Temple of Melchizedek were found. There were stone carvings, pieces of broken pottery, and even a small statue that people thought looked like the god Melchizedek. For years, no one knew much about the Temple of Melchizedek. Even though it was mentioned in many texts and stories, no one knew where the temple was. Many people had tried to find it, but today, a group of archaeologists found the Temple of Melchizedek, which had been lost for a long time. Since they found the temple, the team has been working hard to find out what's inside. They have found different artifacts and carvings that show what the Melchizedek order believed and how it lived. One of the most interesting discoveries is a set of carvings that show Melchizedek's creation story. This gives us new information about their beliefs and helps us learn more about this old order. You can't say enough about how important the Temple of Melchizedek is. It gives us a look into the religious beliefs and practices of one of the oldest and most mysterious groups. The discovery of the temple will probably lead to more research and new information about the Melchizedek and their place in history. Now that the Temple of Melchizedek has been found, it's important to keep it safe and make sure it doesn't get destroyed. The team is trying to get money so they can keep working and make sure this site is still open to people in the future. This temple tells us a lot about the ancient world, and keeping it around means that future people will be able to learn about it and appreciate it. The design and construction of the temple are one of the most interesting things about it. For its time, the techniques used to build the temple were very advanced, and the intricate carvings and sculptures that cover the walls of the temple are a sight to behold. The design of the temple is said to have been influenced by several different cultures and civilizations. This makes it a unique example of how different cultures and beliefs can come together to make something new. The Melchizedek order has also become clearer since the temple was founded. The order was known for its advanced knowledge of science, math, and medicine, and the discovery of the temple has given us new information about their beliefs and practices. People think that the temple was used for both religious and scientific purposes, with the order using their advanced knowledge to study the mysteries of the universe. In the coming years, the team of archaeologists hopes to keep working at the temple and find out more about the Melchizedek order and its secrets. Archaeologists have made a big step forward with the discovery of the Temple of Melchizedek, and it will continue to fascinate and inspire people for many years to come. As we learn more about the Temple of Melchizedek and the Melchizedek order, it is clear that this discovery has the potential to change the way we think about the ancient world and the beliefs and practices of the people who live there. The temple will be kept and studied so that its secrets don't get lost in the sands of time, and so that people in the future can learn from this important piece of history. Chapter 2. The significance of the temple. Archaeologists are all talking about how exciting it is that the Temple of Melchizedek was found not too long ago. Once thought to be a myth, the temple has finally been found. This is giving us new information about the beliefs and practices of the ancient Melchizedek order. The importance of the temple can't be overstated because it gives us a look into the ancient world and helps us learn more about the people who live there. One of the most important things about the temple is that it is connected to the Order of Melchizedek. The order was known for its advanced knowledge of science, math, and medicine, and the discovery of the temple has given us new information about their beliefs and practices. The temple's intricate carvings and sculptures give us a glimpse into the order's religious rituals and beliefs, as well as new information about how they saw the universe. The Temple of Melchizedek is also important because of how it was built and how it looks. People think that the temple is one of the most impressive buildings of its time, and the advanced techniques that were used to build it are truly amazing. The intricate carvings and sculptures on the temple walls show how skilled the builders and artists of the past were. One of the most interesting things about the temple is that it has something to do with Melchizedek from the Bible. Melchizedek was a priest king according to the book of Genesis. He blessed Abraham and took tithes from him. Because of this, many scholars think that the Temple of Melchizedek was a place where Melchizedek was worshipped. The Temple of Melchizedek's discovery has also given us new information about the ancient world as a whole. The temple gives archaeologists a lot of information about the beliefs and practices of the people who lived during that time, and they are likely to find many more things in the years to come. By taking care of the temple, its secrets will not be lost to the sands of time, and people in the future will be able to learn from this important piece of history. A possible link between the Temple of Melchizedek and the early history of Judaism is another important thing about it. Some experts think that the temple may have been the place where Jews went to worship before the temple in Jerusalem was built. This would make the Temple of Melchizedek one of the earliest known places where Jews went to worship. It would also be an important part of Jewish history. The Temple of Melchizedek was found, which is a big deal in the field of archaeology. Its importance cannot be overstated. The Temple of Melchizedek is important. The importance of the Temple of Melchizedek shows how powerful curiosity can be and how important it is to keep our history alive for future generations. Chapter 3. What we've learned so far. Since the finding of the Melchizedek Temple, the group of archaeologists has been working diligently to understand the temple's mysteries and acquire knowledge regarding the Melchizedek order. The group has unearthed many fascinating discoveries that have cast new light on the ancient world in the months that have passed since the temple was found for the first time. The relationship between the temple and the Melchizedek order is one of the most important findings that has been made. The order was renowned for its excellent understanding in the fields of science, mathematics, and medicine. The temple revealed new information regarding the beliefs and practices that were followed by the order. The intricate carvings and sculptures that adorn the temple walls offer a glimpse into the religious rituals and beliefs of the order and provide new insight into how they make sense of the cosmos. They also offer a glimpse into the order's artistic process, which reveals new information about their understanding of the universe. In addition to this, the group has uncovered previously unknown information regarding the structure and layout of the temple. The temple is widely regarded as one of the era's most remarkable architectural achievements, and the cutting-edge building practices that were put to use in its creation are simply astounding. The skilled craftsmanship of the ancient builders and artisans is on display throughout the temple in the form of ornate carvings and sculptures that adorn the walls of the building. The design of the temple is reported to have been influenced by a variety of different nations and civilizations, which makes it a one-of-a-kind illustration of the merging of different beliefs and practices from around the world. In addition to these discoveries, the team has unearthed fresh data that pertains to the ancient world in general. The temple has provided archaeologists with a plethora of knowledge about the beliefs and customs of the civilizations that existed during that time, and they will probably find many more discoveries in the years to come. In conclusion, the findings that have been uncovered up to this point have contributed to a fresh comprehension of the ancient world, the Melchizedek order, as well as their beliefs and practices. The importance of these discoveries cannot be emphasized, and the group of archaeologists will keep working at the temple to discover more of its hidden mysteries. The ongoing investigation of the Temple of Melchizedek will, without a doubt, continue to fascinate and motivate people for many years to come. Chapter 4: The Future of the Temple. After the discovery of the Temple of Melchizedek, there is a tremendous deal of curiosity about the potential for this historic place to continue to be used. Because the temple is a one-of-a-kind and significant artifact from the past, it must be preserved so that people in the future might learn from and appreciate it. The continuation of the excavation and restoration procedure is the first thing that needs to be done to preserve the temple. The group of archaeologists is exerting a lot of effort to unearth the temple's hidden mysteries and bring it back to the splendor it once had. The temple is a delicate structure. Therefore, the group must take the proper precautions to shield it from both the elements and any other potential dangers. A preservation strategy for the temple is also being developed by the team, in addition to the excavation and restoration work that is now being done on it. With the implementation of this plan, the temple will be both preserved for the benefit of future generations and made available to the general public for educational purposes. A visitor center and other facilities that will allow people to learn about the history of the temple are also being developed by the team in collaboration with the communities and governments that are located in the surrounding area. It is very conceivable that in the not-too-distant future, the Temple of Melchizedek will become a prominent tourist destination that welcomes guests from all over the world. This will not only assist to maintain the temple and the environment around it, but it will also provide a source of cash for the community that resides there. As experts from all over the world come to learn about the temple's history and significance, probably the structure will also develop into an important center for academic research. The outlook for the Melchizedek Temple is positive. The temple is an irreplaceable historical landmark that must be preserved for the sake of future generations. The local community and the team of archaeologists are working tirelessly to preserve this historic monument for future generations. This finding is only the beginning. We still have a lot to learn about the Temple of Melchizedek and the old Melchizedek order. However, with this new insight, we are one step closer to discovering the universe's secrets. Who knows what else we'll learn as we continue to delve into the mysteries of the past. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.